Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, we have our very first, I think, eyeshadow palette review of the year. Yeah, I think it's the very first eyeshadow palette review of the year. We have the brand new Nomad Cosmetics. This is the New Zealand Stargazing eyeshadow palette. Yo, when I saw that they were doing like a space theme or stars theme palette, I was like, what? I got so excited. So you guys want to see what this palette's all about, what type of eye look I create, and all the details about it, well then definitely keep watching. Alrighty, you guys know I absolutely love Nomad Cosmetics, and I'm always just so beyond grateful whenever they send me their newest collections. And so when they sent this over, I got so freaking excited because this is beautiful. This is the brand new Nomad Cosmetics New Zealand Stargazing palette. So this says, look up into the New Zealand night sky. Millions of stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies come to life as night deepens and true darkness closes in. Stargazing on this breathtaking island country with otherworldly landscapes is a transcendent and humbling experience. Surrounded by the radiant southern lights, spiraling Milky Way, and the infinite cosmos, you feel part of a greater universe and we realize we are all made of star stuff. The palette is a dark and dazzling color story of depth of light and deep space shades of blue, black, purple, surrounding illuminating celestial hues and colorful southern lights. 9 stellar mattes and 6 twinkling multi-chromes inspired by the Take Your Breath Away Stargazing in New Zealand. The cause. We are proud to support Dark Sky International that works to restore the nighttime environment and protect habitats from light pollution. You guys know that I absolutely love Nomad Cosmetics. I love that they give back to every single cause of every single palette, and they always are giving back. I think that's truly incredible. So I am super excited to talk about the brand new New Zealand Stargazing palette. First off, a little postcard is super, super cute. And I love that it's all about like the Southern Hemisphere. If you guys don't know, I have a very, very good friend. His name is James, Beauty Space here on YouTube. And he's actually from Australia, and we actually talk about the southern lights and the southern atmosphere all the time, because right now it's winter for us in the northern hemisphere. So right now people are getting snowstorm, weathers are super cold. Well, over there in Australia it is the southern hemisphere, so he's having an intense summer right now. So it's really cool to hear like the differences between the two, and to know that they have the southern lights versus the northern lights. Now, I've never seen either. I've always wanted to see the northern lights, but I've always in particular wanted to see these southern lights because those are colors of like orange and red and yellow and purple in the sky, and it looks incredible versus like the northern sky, which is like blues and teals and it's greens, and it's just, they're both absolutely gorgeous. Both are huge destination places for me. I also really want to go to New Zealand because I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan and a big Hobbit fan, and I know that's where they filmed it, and you can go on to this like the locations of where they filmed the movies, and I want to go do a tour of New Zealand specifically for that. It's lame, I know, but I really want to go see New Zealand just to go see where the Lord of the Rings is filmed. But I also want to see the Southern Lights, so I'm actually really excited about this palette. So this is the brand new New Zealand Stargazing palette. Now this actually does retail for $59. You guys can use code Allie, which will save you guys 10% off the palette, and it's actually going to be launching on Tuesday, January 16th around 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it just kind of varies throughout their launch date, but it does launch this coming up Tuesday on the 16th at 12 a.m. But this is the palette right here. And I will say this is really, really beautiful. At first, when I first saw it, I was kind of like, the outside packaging, I was like, this is stunning. And then I opened it and I was like, you know, I don't know if I really, really like the color story, but then after swatching it and seeing the swatches, I was like, all right, this is absolutely beautiful, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 multi-chromes in here that really do have such beautiful shifts. Plus, I'm a little biased because I love the shade called Angelic Clouds. Like, I love a good holographic shift that has like this really like white, I'll tell you guys the story about the Band-Aid, but this really like beautiful like white, green, gold moment. You guys know that this is my favorite multi-chrome shift when it has like a nice white, orange, green, yellow shift. To me, it is just so freaking pretty. I love that shift. And of course I do have the standard, like the Milky Way. This is going to be that beautiful like teal to purple, and then they have the gorgeous Jewel Box, which is going to be a like green gold, and then they have the Southern Cross, which is going to be that purple to green shift. Very, very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So I am super excited because we have not played with the Nomad Cosmetics palette, I think since October when they did like their Air collection, which I was not a fan of, but I'm really excited to see what this one has to hold. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. We're going to do an eye look and I'm going to let you guys know what I think of the brand new Nomad Cosmetics New Zealand Stargazing palette. Hey, okay, so I think I'm only going to do one eye look. Typically I like to do 2 eye looks, but I just kind of want to just do one and just have fun with the look that I'm going to do. So we're actually going to go into the shade called Carter Observatory right here. And we're just going to do like a tight line and then we're going to blend it out with a different shade. So if you guys did not know, I recently made a wonderful trip to the hospital like 2 weekends ago, pretty much at this point. And it was a very eye-opening experience for me because in my mind, I'm 34, I'm healthy, I have nothing to worry about. Now, granted, everything's okay. It turned out to be nothing. It turned out to just be gas pains. But when I was experiencing really, really hard, really, sharp pains in my chest, I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? This can't just be happening to me. There's just no way. Well, it was a very eye-opening experience. And like I said, I'm completely okay. And it turned out to just be nothing. But it really kind of kicked my ass into gear to really kind of take my health seriously because I'm not 21 anymore. I'm not 22. I can't just, eat whatever I want, drink whatever I want, and not have repercussions later on. So I decided to go back on my 75 hard journey. I started this journey way back in the summer, and that's when I was doing 2 45-minute workouts a day. I was reading, I was eating pretty much whole food diet where I was eating raw vegetables and protein and cutting out a lot of sweets and just cutting out what I eat and drink and no alcohol, nothing. And I really, really enjoyed that journey for myself. Well, then I ended up getting pretty sick in the summer, a really bad cold. And then I chipped a tooth on a frozen blueberry. And so that really traumatized me because I had to get my tooth extracted, and I filmed the whole thing for a vlog. For some reason I did that. And so that's now live on my channel. If you guys, that's live for you guys to see on my Florida Life channel, me crying over losing my tooth because that was a very traumatic experience for me. And so I kind of stopped doing my 75 hard because it just really threw me off because you can't really miss a day. You just can't miss a day. So I kind of just halted my journey. Well, after this, after being in the hospital, I was like, damn, I really kind of need to go back into my health journey because I really enjoyed that diet that I was on. And I just really enjoyed working out and feeling good about myself. I really, really did. So I decided after the hospital that I was going to do it again. This time a little bit more modified because I'm not going to push myself to the limits like I did last time, but I'm definitely eating a lot more of a healthier diet, if that makes any sense. So because of that, me and Corey have also been a little bit more frugal with what we spend our money on. We're not going out as much. We're not drinking. We're not doing anything like that. I've cut back on my caffeine intake, so I only have 1 caffeine beverage a day. And it's mostly just coffee more than anything. And I may have an Alani Nu here and there or a Celsius, but I usually do that before I go into a workout. But anyway, I like I said, I've been taking it pretty seriously. So I have been wanting us to eat more healthier stuff. So right now we've been doing a lot of grilled chicken with roasted vegetables. So freaking good. My favorite right now that Corey's been making is just literally just roasted grilled chicken with roasted corn on the cob. It's been so good. But I also have been making us dinner. So last night I made us a corn and green pepper chowder, and then tonight we're doing sweet potato tacos, and then the day before we did a mushroom pasta. And like I said, I've been really, really taking this stuff seriously. So we've been just kind of saving money that way by going out and just getting groceries. I'm going to go into the shade called Jaclyn Stardom, this right here. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But literally, we've been just being smart about what we're eating and what we're cooking. So I used to get HelloFresh way back in the day, and every time I got HelloFresh, I would save every single one of their menus. So legit, I have 3 years worth of menus from HelloFresh saved in a binder, and I'm so glad I did that because that's where our meals are being inspired from. So I decided to make us this mushroom pasta the other day. So I am literally putting on Grey's Anatomy because I just been on a huge Grey's Anatomy kick. I've been on a Grey's Anatomy kick since my best friend gave birth last year. So I'm on season 15 now. And I've already watched the entire show 3 times over, but we're just rewatching it because I love it. So anyway, so I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, season 15. That's where I'm at. And I'm washing all of the mushrooms, and then I go to cut them. And as I go to cut them, the mushrooms are pretty slippery because they were wet. I cut them. We have a brand new knife set that Corey got for Christmas, and they are unbelievably sharp. I mean, like, so freaking sharp, like really, really sharp. I just am hoping this ends up looking nice. By the way, it's looking kind of messy right now, but we're gonna go for it. So anyway, I am literally sitting here cutting up the mushrooms, watching graze, and the mushroom slips as I slam down the knife super hard, and I sliced right through my finger into my nail. Now, luckily, I am wearing a fake press-on nail, but it cut the nail and it went down to like my actual nail bed, and I started bleeding profusely. And I was like, oh my gosh. And Corey had just got done working out. And he's like, I'm gonna go take a shower. I was like, Corey, I need you. So we had to sit there and apply pressure, and it would just not stop bleeding. I mean, like, it would not stop bleeding. And Corey's like, what is going on? Because the day before, I burnt my hand in the oven because I put my hand in the oven with a mitt on. But then when I went to go pull back up my pineapple, because I had did roasted broccoli and carrots with baked chicken, I put my hand in there, and legit, like, I pulled my hand out as I placed the pan in, and it burned my hand right here. So I'm just doing great right now. Life is great. So legit, he came rushing in and goes like, what is going on? I said, I don't know. He's like, how? He goes, were you just too busy watching the Netflix? And I was like, no, it just like, it slipped, whatever. So we had to sit there and wrap it up. And then I had to put gloves on so I could finish cooking because like sanitary issues. Well, legit, I looked at my finger yesterday, and where it is cut, it's like legit, there's a bruise right there on my finger. I've never seen my finger be bruised like that. So I don't really know what that means. It does still kind of hurt. I'm keeping the Band-Aid on because it's just applying enough pressure to stop the hurting. But if I take the Band-Aid off, my finger kind of like starts to hurt again. But we're just going to ignore it. I'm sure it's fine. I was like, Corey, I'm not making another trip to the hospital. And besides, the only thing they would do, because the cut is like from like my nail down, I don't even know if they can even do stitches. They might just use like super glue or something, but like I don't think it needs stitches because it's not bleeding, and it did bleed through the Band-Aid, but then it did eventually stop. But legit, I just like had to laugh at myself. I said, clearly I'm just breaking down this year. Like, I guess turning 34 is the year that this is where I just break down, obviously. So I just wanted to tell you that story because I know you guys are going to see the Band-Aid and ask if everything's okay. Yep, it's fine. I just decided to slice through my finger just for the heck of it. And it's just, what a journey I have been on. Then we're going to take the shade called Oriki Mackenzie. I have no idea what that is. And we're going to put that in the inner and outer corner. I will say, so far, these shadows are really, really pigmented. Like, these are super pigmented, and they're really pretty. So I'm just going to lay this down right here. You guys know that I never really play with, like, purples and pinks. But I'm trying hard to kind of branch out of my comfort zone and to try something a little differently and just do stuff that I normally just would not do. Use colors I really wouldn't just use that often because I just really find purples and pinks to be super intimidating, especially like if it's like reds too, just because they have the capacity to stain, and if it doesn't go right, then it could just look really bad. And I don't know. I guess I'm just very, very hard on myself when it comes to that. So it's why like I get more like critical when using these colors. Then I'm gonna take this shade called Jewel's Box, like this really, really pretty like gold green moment, because I feel like purple and green always just look so pretty together. I just feel like purple and gold always look so pretty. So I'm just gonna place this right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this gorgeous shade called Mangelico Clouds. This is like probably my favorite like duochrome shade because I just love like the white green shift in here. It's just so pretty. And we're gonna place this right in the center of this look. The dark sky nation right here, and we're gonna use this to line our upper waterline today. You guys know that I just don't do like a liquid liner, but this is just the easiest way for me to line my upper waterline with a dark shadow to help blend the false lashes with my real lashes, and just gives me kind of like a tight line effect. I always think this is really, really pretty, and it's so easy to work with. Like if you were to mess up, it's very, very easy to blend out and fix your mistake because it's just an eyeshadow. So I really like doing this. I think this is actually really, really pretty. I think for like underneath, we're gonna go in with like a blue look underneath, but I think so far this is super pretty. It definitely kind of does remind me of space just a little bit. I really like how this looks. So let me do the other eye off camera, and we're gonna come back to finish the under eye together, and then I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on the new Nomad New Zealand Stargazing palette. Okay guys, so to finish off the eye look, we're actually gonna go back into that Dark Sky Nation right here, and we're literally gonna lay that literally right underneath our waterline, because we're gonna blend a black eyeliner with this, because I really want to have like a smoky underline. So I'm just gonna take this, and I'm literally just going to stamp this like legit just right along that waterline. And they're going to take the shade Capito Stargazing. I don't know how you say that. And we're going to use that blue shade to blend this out. Then we're going to go into this blue shade right here. This is so freaking pretty. And we're going to use this to blend out that black shade. Just like so. I think that'd be like really, really smoky, really pretty, very like nighttime space theme. I think that's really pretty. I like that a lot, actually. Especially with like a black eyeliner. I feel like it's really going to make it super smoky. Okay, then to finish off the look, we're going to go into my Jaclyn Cosmetics. We're going to go into the Diamond Bomb right here. It's like a really like pretty gold. We're going to use this to do our inner corner and brow bone. And then I'm just going to finish off the lips. And that kind of completes this look. Very like pretty smoky-esque look, which I was just, what do I want to go for? I haven't done like a smoky eye look in a hot minute. All right, guys, let me just quickly do the lips off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, and this is the final look. I actually went in with a lip combo that I haven't done in so long. I used my 3 Lunar Beauty products. I have not used this lip combo in forever, and I forgot how beautiful it truly is. I'll make sure I link everything down below for you guys. But this is the final look right here. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm sure it's a little bit harder to come up on camera, but what I really love is like when I look in person, I can absolutely see that multi-chrome shift on the lid, and I feel like it's just so freaking pretty. Like here's like a little close-up of you guys. Here's a little close-up of it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Like you can truly see like the absolute like multi-chrome shift from this palette. I think it's really, really, really pretty. I truly am obsessed with like how this look came out. I wasn't sure going into what I was really going to do, but then after playing with it, I'm like, oh my God, this is so pretty. Like they really did such a phenomenal job with their multi-chromes. I'm actually like quite impressed. Now, if you guys have had a chance to play with the Ghost palette, then you guys would know that the quality of this is the exact same. Like their mattes are so pigmented, and then their shimmers are absolutely beautiful. You don't need any sort of glitter glue when playing with it. It just lays down very nicely. But I think what really kind of seals the deal for me is these multi-chromes. I feel like these multi-chromes really do make the palette, in my opinion, because I feel like they just really kind of stand out all on their own. I think they're really, really beautiful, and they just have such a perfect shift to them. So I think by far, this is probably one of my favorite looks I've ever done using any of the Nomad Cosmetics palettes. I just really am obsessed. I feel like it's kind of like space theme. I think it's really pretty. I feel like this is such a really beautiful palette, and I think Nomad did such a great job with kind of like capturing the essence of like space and stars. I don't really know if it really hits the essence of the Southern Lights, because like I said, I never had a chance to actually see them in person. I feel like maybe my eyes kind of capture it just a little bit, because I do know that it's like purples, pinks, oranges, and yellows, and I feel like it's just super freaking pretty. And I feel like they just did a really good job creating this palette overall, and I really love it. I really love this palette. I think if you're a big smoky eye fan, I think you're really going to love these deep, dark tones. If you're not, I can see why this palette would be a little bit more intimidating for you, because it is a super colorful, deep, dark palette, but I think it's also really pretty at the same time. So I think Nomad is definitely kicking the year off right with this beautiful palette. So this palette, like I said, does launch this Tuesday, January 16th at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off, and I think this is a gorgeous palette. I really, really, really love it. So Nomad, thank you so much for sending this my way. I really do appreciate it. I'll have the details about this palette listed down below. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful ventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye! Like southern dark skies. I'm very excited to talk about the brand new New Zealand dark sky. I'm very excited to talk about the brand new New Zealand dark Sky. I was so excited to talk about the brand new New Zealand Dark Sky. Fuck, I cannot say this. I feel like this really just kind of hits the mark on the northern. I feel like this